Muslim professionals, when they wake up in the morning, they have two choices, two keys, I would say. One is for an Islamic house, and another one is for a professional house. And that's where the problem starts, that you cannot live in two houses at the same time. So you feel homeless in both the places. At work, you are basically hiding part of who you are, and when you are at home, you feel guilty that you're not progressing in your career and in your ambition. I've lived that way as well, and a lot of other people I've seen live that way. And that's where I discovered something that changed something in my life. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Zain, and 24 years ago, when I landed at Heathrow, I had a couple of £100 in my pocket, and I had a desire and a dream to build my life to both my dunya and my deen. 10th of July 2001, I was old, fresh from Pakistan, lying in the side and making a dua and wondering, have I made the biggest mistake of my life? Challenge was not to find work, was to find myself. That I had to pray, looking, what do I do? Because people see me as just another immigrant trying to fit in. Without realizing it, I've started to live in two houses. Friday, mosque praise is my Islamic house, and Monday morning, my professional house. I thought this is normal and this is survival. I kept my studies going till 2008, my bachelor's and my master's. And 2008, a crash happened. I found a job, couple of £1,000, and I could prove myself and say that from Pakistan can their place and carry on. But I was not aware that it's going to get a little bit more complicated now. Years of my automotive career, from junior engineer to lead engineer, senior engineer, architectural engineer. It was the professional house was getting pretty nice, but the door to the Islamic house was getting harder and harder. The two houses were pulling me in different directions. On one hand, I was not able to participate fully into the house with them, and a way that I might miss big networking opportunities which could help me more in this house. And on the other side, the Islamic house was other Islamic conferences and talks I'm missing as well. I looked at the mirror and wondering, am I an engineer who happens to be in engineering? So that was my first call and a warning sign, what is happening inside me. So it is what I discovered that most Muslim professionals also struggle with. I've built houses. Number one is my Islamic house, and number two is my professional house. The first one is your Islamic house, where you're praying 5 times a day, be in the Muslim community, worried about your akhirah, and connect with the Muslim community. You are peaceful and you're content that you're following your values. Second house is your professional house, where you're advancing in your career, making compromises, being a world around you, and trying to grow your career, your passion, and your society. Every single day you are back and forth between the two houses. Wake up for Fajr, doing duas around 9 o'clock in the office, going through office meeting, politics, and doing your chores. Zuhur time, you are looking for ways to connect back to the Islamic house and then trying to find the time for it. And the commute is between the two houses. Engineer, I realize what is happening. I'm running two different operating systems, operating system and a professional operating system. And I could realize what is happening with me while I'm running these two different operating systems in my life. When you're running two different operating systems, Islamic OS and a Mac OS, obviously they are meant to you down, because in Islamic OS you're worried about your akhirah, to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and servant to him. And in the professional OS, you're trying to maximize profit and network at any cost and do anything to progress in your career. Gone everywhere, constant decision paralysis, not able to complete things, emptiness while professional life is in success. And I could really feel the clash, and I was not understanding how to fix this basically. That's where my engineer kicked in and started to think about how we can have one OS which could accommodate both Islamic and professional systems simultaneously and run smoothly basically. So I spent years as an engineer trying to refine this system, and then which later on I implemented it in my own life and also shared it with other friends well to help their journey as well and got their valuable feed as well. Of living in two different houses, have the houses integrated, and your prayer becomes your productivity anchor. Your values are your competitive advantage. Your career is an act of worship, and your success is to serve the Ummah. It was incredible. Now that I changed myself from a burned out engineer to productivity in spirituality and productivity in my life, which I started to spread so they can also start to change their life as well. If you're tired of living in two different houses, running two different systems, I would like to invite you for a free complimentary one-to-one diagnostic integration call where we can look and have a call where we can see how can serve you. This is not just another sales call, it's a genuine one-to-one call from somebody who really cares and want to help you to integrate this two house or a two operating system problem into a single house or single operating system, and develop a 90-day plan where you can do this unification using integration and habits and be a productive Muslim, inshallah. And the unique challenges you're facing, because I've gone through them myself, let me help you bring this together, because Allah has given you the option to serve both these places with a different understanding and system and architecture, which once installed harmonize and smooth your way forward and deepen your personality, not only with akhirah but within this world, to serve with ihsan, inshallah. As I'm doing this myself, so I can only serve 20 of these calls per month, because obviously it takes my time and effort to go through these calls with ihsan and understand and help devise a plan and a system to bring harmony in your life which you are facing. So inshallah, click below and go through the application and book a call. We can dive deeper, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Thank you.